Are we live? I think we're live. Hello everyone. It is finally time to get on to the third Uncharted, Uncharted 3 Drake's Deception. Has it been about a month, I guess, since we finished Uncharted 2? And I've been playing various other smaller indie games, and thought it's time to crack on with this. So let's get on with it. It's currently Easter, so I'm nibbling on bits of Easter egg from yesterday, as well as drinking coffee, so do excuse the odd noise. No. We have to pick a save game. And there we go. Gosh, this music. Even though let's pause that thought.
But not equally. Those who dream by night,
Greek there.
in the dusty recesses of their minds, wake in the day to find that it was vanity. But the dreamers of the day are dangerous men.
You can see we're in London because that's the Shard
With open eyes to make
and the Tower of London and
this
London Bridge.
I did.
London if it was set in a Guy Ritchie film. Excuse the cough.
Hands up.
Alright, Cutter.
Enjoying yourself, pal?
Oh yeah, you're a comedian. Nice warm welcome. You're both clean.
My apologies. One can't be too careful.
I'm guessing you're Talbot?
Mr. Sullivan and Mr. Drake.
That's right.
Do you have it?
Let's see the money first.
Cutter. It's all there. Now let's see it. I'll need to authenticate it.
Of course.
Silver, 16th century, Elizabethan design, inscribed with Sir Francis Drake's motto.
Sic parvis.
Well,
Magna.
appears to be genuine.
Well, of course it's genuine.
If I may ask, how did you two come into this?
Does it matter?
Providence
My
always
client
matters.
will be very pleased.
Hold on a minute. Sully, this is fake.
I assure you, Mr. Drake.
Whoa, whoa, you are right. This is phony as a $3 bill. What the hell are you trying to pull here?
Perhaps I should be asking you.
This is bullshit. Deal's off, pal.
And you? You can tell your client. You blew it. Come on, Dave, let's get the hell out of here.
You're not really in a position to negotiate. Now give me the ring, take the case, and walk out of here like gentlemen. While you still can.
Do as the man says, son.
You're a thief.
Well now, that's ironic.
Come on, you you got. This one's mine.
Yeah, you and me.
You ever got me? Come on.
Right. No time to rest.
All right, mate. You're done for.
I was trying to get close to that shelf, see if I can smash a glass on someone's head.
Come on, let's get out of here.
I really did not like the fighting that they added in this game compared to number 2. Yeah, I'm just looking. Trophies and awards. It's kind of neat to have this shelf here. The camera's doing something odd in this corner, I don't know what it's up to. Now you can see the Overseer is a parody of the Guardian, at least in appearance. Not like the Observer. I mean that is literally the Guardian style, or the old style, because it's now it's now gone to a tabloid. But this thing is a secret they snuck in to hint at The Last of Us. And of course this came out what, a good few months before the reveal. And by reveal it was the big guys. Yeah. The reveal was like a viral video that hinted at nothing at all. And I think the quality of it, people expected it to be like one of the far smaller studios that Sony might have been funding. Cool.
This is a private party, or can I join in?
We got it, Take him down.
There we go.
That's how you got. Man, this got out of hand in a hurry.
Damn it! Yeah, thanks.
That segue was very well done. Though obviously it's encouraging us to go over to the bar, and then we do one hit, it stumbles him into the position of the...
Be right with
I want to say cutscene, but it's not. I'm not sure what you call that sort of pre-arranged scene. Yeah, we basically slam the bar down on his head, and then it converts to this bit coming over.
you. Okay, ready for more.
Oh right, we're meant to... jerk on them. It's the sort of thing you got to see in
Just my pride.
UFC fighting games.
They're gonna need a plunger.
The odd thing here is, if I move the left stick in any direction, he'll go forwards. So pushing backwards, pushing forwards, left and right. It is literally just a Hey user, you've got some interaction here.
Look like shit.
Yeah, I do.
Smell
Oddly, I thought there was a trinket to pick up down here, but maybe not. Because I guess if I get too close to him, it's going to progress. No, okay. Ah, okay, it's behind the bar. Nice lighter. Yes, I guess it's a lighter. I'm now stuck. Oh, that was brilliant. I couldn't back up because I was stuck by Sully's hitbox.
Ready to go, kid?
But since it was pushing us forwards anyway, it then basically, when the animation was done, it then appeared us where we should have been. Oh dear. Games. Games, games, games.
Oops.
Crap.
Ah, damn it.
That's not very nice, is it?
Come here. Typical bloody Yank. All talk. Hey. He's had enough, haven't you, mate? Don't.
Stay down.
Hello, Victor.
Kate?
Still wallowing in the gutter with your protege, I see. Not very dignified for a man of your age.
Should have known you'd be behind this. Oh, careful now. Wouldn't want you to melt.
Same cocky little shit. So fearless. I wonder what you're really afraid of. Not bullets or blood or broken bones. No. You get off on all this, don't you? Cheating death. Or not.
No.
Mr. Sullivan, I won't harm your precious boy. I merely want what's mine.
Give me that back.
Cutter!
Oh, no. Oh,
Shut up!
You fool!
Oh, you're bloody welcome, Your Majesty.
Marlowe, we have to get you out of here.
Oh, come on, they're a right pair of arseholes. What?
Cottagiano. "20 whole years." Okay, well, we look 15, 16, so... El Pirata. That's his drink. I think this is the weirdest... The weirdest just surprise. Oh, here's Nathan Drake. You're going to play as young Drake. It's kind of weird. Hello. Can I talk? Apparently I can't. So why do we want the journal open? Okay, so that's his boat. Okay, so we've come to this museum for this event for us, and we've circled a very small thing in a case. Wonder what that map is at the bottom. It looks like a port. Anyhow, Indian Ocean. So they came around the Cape of Good Hope at Africa. Arrived in the Philippines. Java, Timor. Not sure what that's called now. Ternate. Oh, sorry, wrong. Push it this way. Nice drawings. Anyhow, so we're meant to be looking for something in a glass case. Oh, and we've got this thing that's come back. Like the little. Can we read this? Nope. It says a radio. I have to imagine that the bases aren't original. I seem to remember, wasn't there a... Yes. Nice, right?
No, that's not it either.
Sacking your cottage in there. Okay. Some bells from the ship. I like the they put titles on whenever you gaze at something. What are these? Doesn't say. They are odd. Oh, I guess they're wheels for the cannon? No. Huh. We'll never know. So here's another model. Golden Hymns, Battles of Spanish.
Not here.
I know it's on the other floor, I just actually wanted to look for these. I like the way they've added the extra texture for the dirt on it. It just adds a bit more realism to it. And obviously it's got a really, really low res cube map to just give a bit of, you know, fake reflection, just to make it obvious that you're looking at a reflective surface. But it works well.
Not here.
Compass. I was going to say it looks sort of like a lantern, but I guess it's in a waterproof housing sort of thing. I guess the thing on the side looks sort of like it could be a torch holder or something. Maybe it's so that you can read the compass in the dark. Oh, they're compasses. Okay.
Not here. Nope.
Got some maps.
Nope.
Epaulettes. Oh. Is this meant to be Drake?
Not here.
Museum's founder, okay.
Maybe upstairs.
Talk about vanity. Certainly a thing where Uncharted 3, Last of Us, Uncharted 4, they definitely leaned into historical documentation and museums and the rest. Okay, they're closing soon. It's the fact they work so hard on just something that most... Oh. I can say we kind of got stuck. Why did I get a triangle then? Oh, we can interact with it, okay. Can we? We can, yeah. Republic. You know, it's a little room that most people are just going to walk through. It's on the other side of this, isn't it? Yeah. And there's our ring. I have to imagine all the assets were fairly high quality before they downsampled and I'm trying to think a word of oversimplified for the sake of level of detail before PS3 release. I know that it's likely they would have worked on some materials for the remastering for PS4, but model detail wise it looks quite similar to PS3.
Te agarré, ratita callejera. Suélteme. Clase de gente no es bienvenida aquí. Quédate afuera. Pendejo.
It's interesting that they don't really provide context as to why we get chucked out then. We know the museum's closing, but then I don't think they should chuck a little boy out. A little, say little juice cartons. Yeah, maybe? Wasn't there? Yeah. A ladle.
I gotta keep up with him.
Okay, so we can't go down that road because the police are there. It's interesting, the it's half resolution in the distance there. I don't know if that's because they obviously want a blur because it's a distance, or whether that's just how this game's rendering it now. Okay, that's also half res. So it's tap to move, hold to...
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Vete de aquí, limosnero.
It was rotten anyway. Now where did he go?
I seem to remember there's one over here as well.
Where is he going?
Is it over here? Oh, there it is. It's odd, not to get a dialogue line out of Drake. I love that you can see the little models now. Look at that. So now we have to go follow him. I don't think there's anything else that I can remember. I like the heat haze they've got in there. I guess it's off the meat there. Yeah, it looks just like a Z buffer half res thing, because they're just doing that to save a bit on the processing. Police officer. Oh, right, we are climbing now. Oh, my bad. I thought I could drop onto the ledge below there. I don't recall having such trouble. Come on, you should be... Do we go higher? Yes, we do. Okay. No, we don't want to. Traversal seems harder than I recall.
What are you doing in there?
Just pushing in some directions, it just doesn't respond as well.
Got a lady with you know that.
It's a little key cutting off here. Right, I'm sorry, I meant to... That was it.
Aquí lo tiene.
That's a ticket. Gracias. Adios, amigo.
Okay, I gotta get that wallet. Crap. I can't go down that way.
We're kind of lucky that didn't fall and make a noise. Oh, I seem to remember there's one here. Ah, there it is. Hey Pigeon, how you doing? Do I jump over here? It has been
That building. I bet I can spot it from the roof.
5 years, maybe? Why is pushing away not... Oh, do I have to jump up? Right, okay. It has been many years since I've played Uncharted 3. Isn't there something on here? Oh yeah, it's on the O, I can see it there.
Oh, who's your friend?
It's a kniff. I do love the cameras in Uncharted games. I do think they're very stable, I would say.
Don't want to lose him.
I'm not going to, don't worry. Oh, shh. Not sure what that alarm's for. What is it? Oh. An eBay search.
Damn it. Don't
Oh.
go down there.
So now we're trapped up here now. I don't believe there's anything around here.
I gotta find a way to get that wallet.
Ah, there they are.
Okay, it's right there in his pocket. Now's my chance.
It would help if this street wasn't totally empty. Probably not the best thing to do, you know. Steal someone's wallet, as they're at a place where they're going to be using it.
Crap. Suélteme, viejo.
Let's try that again.
Let go of me.
Ah, that's what I thought. Now don't try to run. You're a long way from home, son.
Don't call me that.
Parents must be worried about you.
Yeah, not lately.
Okay, sore subject. That was a nice lift back there. You're pretty good.
I don't know what you're talking about, old man.
Hey, don't call me that. Your technique is really sloppy, though. You're telegraphing all your moves.
You're crazy.
Yeah? You've been tailing me all over town. Probably figured me for
I
an
love
easy
how he
mark.
doesn't have anything witty to come back with, so he just says you're crazy, because, yeah. Obviously he hasn't learned to be that cocky git that Sully
My
is.
wallets. Fine. Maybe we'll just call the police.
Go ahead. Of course, they might wonder why a middle-aged tourist is following young boys down alleyways.
You are a crafty little beggar, aren't you?
I know how to take care of myself. Anyway, I'm pretty sure you don't like the cops any more than I do.
Good point. Kid. The wallet.
Had to try.
Of course you did.
I just find that really funny. That,
Telegraphing all my moves, huh? All right. Museum's closed.
sorry, I was saying it. Sully gets the impression he's just a street urchin, a thief. And obviously he's a bit more than that, but still. So this is the first time in Uncharted we get a proper rope to climb on. Not something that we sort of swing on or slide down. So I think that's right, yeah. So we just have a rooftop of miscellaneous. Miscellaneous, I should say. Just trying to think where we're meant to be going. I think there's one on the outside over there on that rooftop. Now, can we stand on this? Yes, it's reinforced glass, okay. Sadly, because of the reflection, we can't see overly clearly. Okay.
There it is.
Whoops. Didn't jump quickly enough. There we go.
Oh, that was close.
Right, so... Whew. Oh, I thought it was at the spout of here. Is there another? Oh, there's another pipe over there, and that's the yellow pipe I was remembering. I think Assassin's Creed and Uncharted were the earliest games that cared about making these sort of things look like roofs. At least tiled roofs, rather than just sort of a ghastly repeating texture, and that would be all it was. There, at least, that's got model detail. Come on, down you go. That's a cute little dog. Right, so let's go through this window now. I think there's a new one in here now. Oh, well, it's on the screen in the moment. A little head. Isn't there one over... Just see a flash? Or is it that end? Oh, there it is. Now, I didn't think we brought any, like, glass cutting tools. Because there's no likelihood that this key will actually definitely work, is there?
Whoa.
Damn it, kid.
Why, Victor, look who it is. The filthy little stray that made off with your wallet.
Come on, son. You haven't got a chance. Just hand it over.
Now, the ring.
What ring?
Catherine!
Who do you think you are, boy? You're nothing but a filthy, cast-off little beggar. You're not fit to touch these objects.
What the hell do you think you're doing? He's just a kid.
Stop him!
Ugh. I hate escape sequences.
Holy crap. He has the ring!
For the reason that, obviously we need to jump up here. If I... if I was a few frames later on jumping there, they would have caught me. It's because it's always a case of, you need to do this thing, but you're not going to know about it until you're right there. And I don't know if anyone watching has noticed. I'm a bit slow sometimes.
Who the hell are these guys?
It takes a while for something to seep into my little brain. Get off. So obviously we're showing that we want to jump up here. Okay. And that's why I hated this sequence. It's very narrow and tight on the timing. Because that guy jumped on me and he wasn't that far further behind than he is now, so... Right.
Now they're shooting at me?
Well, you know, they want to kill you. Obviously we're going over here.
Beat it, kid!
Saw a bit of green flecking on that. I couldn't have gone much quicker there. This is why I don't like this sequence. Born identity moment there. Oh.
We've got it! Excuse me, coming through. Sorry about that.
Okay. Again. Oh. I should have gone up here, my bad. It's one of the things where if you get behind by like a second, I legit forget where I go from here. Sorry if I should be recognising it a bit. Do I just go straight? Oh, right. But yeah, you can see how it is just a case of trial and error all the way through. And it's not forgiving on the timing, so I really don't like that sequence. And it isn't actually made more difficult on the harder difficulty levels.
All right. What are you
So
shaking for?
it's equally bad for everyone playing it.
Just close your eyes. This won't hurt a bit. Come on. You're okay, kid. You can relax, kid. We're safe here. Go on. Suit yourself. You don't want it.
What do you want from me?
A little gratitude would be nice. I did just save your ass back there.
Thanks. But what's in it for you? I mean, you're a crook, right? You gotta have an angle.
You are one piece of work, kid. What's your story, anyway?
Look, mister. No offense, but I don't even know you.
Easily remedied. Victor Sullivan. This would be the part where you introduce yourself. Okay. Suppose you tell me what's so special about that ring.
It belongs in my family. I'm just taking it back.
Passed down from Francis Drake himself.
That's right.
I don't know how to break this to you, kid, but Drake didn't have any heirs. No children.
Well, not with his wife back in England, anyway.
Okay, good point. Let me see it. Come on, kid. If I was gonna take it from you, I would have done it by now. Thank you. So, what is this? Parvis?
Sic Parvis Magna. It means greatness from small beginnings. That was his motto.
Yeah?
You see, Queen Elizabeth gave it to him in 1581, when he got back to England after circumnavigating the globe. That's when she made him a knight.
You sure as hell didn't learn that on the streets. How's a kid your age know Latin?
The nuns sort of insisted on it.
So, like a boarding school?
It's a nice word for it.
Okay, then. So what was all that business with the ring and that astrolabe thing back there?
It's interesting playing this now that
You're the one working for him.
obviously played Uncharted 4.
A client
And I
wants
don't
something
think
I
this
obtain
conversation
for a price.
sat with
Don't
me.
ask any questions. It's just a job.
Look pretty friendly to me.
I didn't realise that they'd already introduced into the law that he'd been at a
I'm pretty sure I'm
nunnery
fired.
or
Okay.
this
look,
sort of Catholic boarding school sort of thing.
First of all, that was no astrolabe. It's some sort of decoding device.
It'd be really interesting to see if they could retrofit the first 3 games into the
On his
4th
way around the
engine
world, Drake
and
sailed
then
through the East Indies.
edit all the
Only
adventures
he
into
says
a
that it took him 6
straight
months to go
timeline.
from here to here.
I mean, you
so?
could just do the
So
video,
it
but
doesn't add up. He was way too good a sailor for that. It would have taken him a month, tops. He was hiding something.
that was one of the
Something big,
How big?
like secret mission. From
the problems with
Queen.
Beyond,
Like
the game Beyond,
aliens and plunder treasure that hasn't ever been recovered. Big,
that it obviously had the
that big.
their original timeline, and when they remastered it, they gave the option of saying, "Hey, you can have this in a linear time, you know, as she grew up."
Won't do her much good without the key.
But the problem there is, I don't think they adjusted any content of it. So
So you still haven't told me what your name is.
I think both versions of that game are going to be bad, which is why I've not played it more.
Okay.
Maybe we can play that after Uncharted 3.
You got talent, but you got a lot to
So
learn.
I would like to actually
Stick with
play
me and I'll
Beyond
teach you a few
before
things.
Detroit comes out,
It's fine on my own.
because Quantic Dream.
Clearly. Try this again. My friends call me Sully.
Nathan Drake. Nate.
Drake, huh? Okay. I see great things in our future, kid. Great things.
I do like the way Sully clocked that. Obviously, that's a pseudonym, or a nom de plume.
They're gone. All right, lad?
Oh, God. Thought you were gonna put a silencer on that thing.
Solid. You've got no sense of drama.
Right. All that racket's gonna bring the cops any minute. Get the hell out of here.
Could have pulled a couple of those punches, Charlie.
What do you mean? I hardly touched you.
You headbutted me.
All right, all right. I got a little swept up in the moment. You were the one who said make it look realistic.
Better stay on this good side.
All right, Brighteyes. Look sharp. They're coming your way. Don't lose them.
Sorry, when they got shot, and we're meant to assume they're dead, I should have
Who cares?
been a bit more vocal about. Oh, I think because I've played it, just along for the ride, I should say.
Hurry it up, Nate. Shit. This way.
Look, I can roll in my lovely suit.
What?
Come on.
Really?
Come on, Charlie. What's the holdup?
Yeah. It'll all be over soon. It'll all be over soon. It'll all be over soon. That's it. That's it. That's it.
I like the way they play with the camera there
What the hell is wrong with you?
to really give the experience of the agoraphobia, I guess, or the sorry, the other one, claustrophobia.
That's blocked. Wait.
A yellow
get around
thing.
This way.
Yeah, right. Or we could just use a little muscle.
Oh. There's a thought.
Walls too
And of course, they had a bit of humour there. And that's kind of adorable. How they say, you don't need to climb on everything.
Got all bloody night.
Yeah. Thanks for the help. Come on, move your lazy asses. All right. Looks like the coast is clear.
I think the problem with this intro is it kind of makes Nate a little unlikable. Obviously, they want him to be chatty because he's
All right,
a
guys.
chatty caddy.
Looks like hell spit you two back out.
And Chloe's back from 2.
You're unusually quiet. What's up your bum?
Oh, well, Charlie seemed to enjoy himself a little bit too much
Well.
for my taste. My ears are still ringing.
What's up your bum? Very
Looks like
British.
there's something in between. Oh, it looks like I missed out on some fun.
Yeah, you did actually. It was very, very cathartic.
That's funny.
Do you have any trouble?
Easy peasy.
And you're sure they didn't see you trailing them?
Not a chance.
So, it's still scary pop inside him.
Behind that one there. The green one. They drove in ages ago and it's been dark ever since.
Think they're still in there?
Well, I haven't taken my eyes off it.
I do like that nickname
No one's gone in.
he's given her.
We're out.
It's quite inventive.
Think these are really necessary? I mean, it's not like they're expecting us.
Don't underestimate these blokes. They're not messing about.
Yeah, we're just gonna sneak in and we sneak out. Just like that.
Yeah, fair enough. But any trouble, you shoot first and ask questions later, all right?
Which I think to Nate is surprising.
I was sorely tempted to just pick up that briefcase back there.
I think
and walk.
Cutter's obviously,
You got a lousy poker
yeah,
face.
these are bad guys.
Trust me, that's nothing compared to what we're on to.
Yeah, well, at my age, a bird in the hand.
Ew.
Didn't I tell you?
Oh, please. Look, I just hope you're right about this. Seems pretty quiet.
So it's time to climb.
We're not gonna just.
Of course, I can't jump or roll at the moment.
Find out.
Yep,
Well, we
we're
can't
going
afford to waste
upwards.
time standing here.
I'll find a way in, check it out. You three stay here.
You all right up there? Yeah.
Oh, great.
Sorry about that.
Just the real subtle tile noise. Very well done. Of course, these look... They look more like bricks. Actually, they've got some depth to them. It looks like they've got like a parallax, a fake depth on them. Because obviously it's stretching the texture. J. Midland. So obviously, to remind us that we can't go back. Do excuse my cough. I'm still not over it. So we are inside.
Empty? Wait a minute, where did it go?
I forget. Isn't there? Oh, it's over there. Okay. It's interesting that brick change there. You tend to see that for chimneys, but not, or buttresses, not for just an internal. I guess it's a lot thicker. We'll have a look at that. Wait, can I? Yeah.
Where the hell did they go? This doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so the wall is an awful lot thinner up there. It's a regular brick wall, but it's a more substantial. I guess it's a cavity wall still, though. So, can we stand on these? No, they don't. They don't react. We can't. Can't do that.
Give me a hand with this. Does anybody see a car? Because I don't see a car.
I don't understand.
Damn it.
We really should have changed shirts,
Yes, the
considering
great
two of
door,
us have got blood on us.
Nate, we are losing time here. That damn briefcase is looking better and better.
All right, come on. They didn't just vanish into thin air, right? There's got to be an explanation. Spread out, look around.
I wonder if that money was fake, or whether we just did that to get in a fight. It's interesting, at least. Right.
Over here. Look at this.
Tire tracks. Still wet from the rain. Looks like the car turned here. Hey, Hey, check this out.
Some kind of mechanism.
Yeah, maybe. 4 tires, 4 points of contact. Sully, stand right there. You two, like there and there.
It's like this was a medieval trap.
Everybody, on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
And?
Well, this has got to be it. Wait, it's the light. Sully, aim your beam at the wall. Like headlights.
Kinda nonsense, but we'll take it.
Nate, just who are we dealing with here?
Oh, there's only one way to find out.
Surely Cutter would know a little more, you would have thought.
We'll try and stay
Unless it was
in
just
contact.
hired
We'll let you
muscle,
know
I
when we
guess.
Get through to the other side, all right?
Wherever the hell that is.
Just be ready for anything. Might be a quick exit.
No doubt.
She's the best driver in the business, you know.
So I've heard.
Well, I think we agree this is more than a little weird.
You think?
Drives their car underground.
Oh, well, let me think. Someone who doesn't want to be followed. That's just a guess.
Smart ass.
Looks like they bored straight into the old service tunnels.
Big service tunnel, gotta say.
Hey, over here.
It's locked.
Ah, but we have bullets. And bullets can injure everyone. See, that should have ricocheted and just tore a leg off or something.
Come on.
To be realistic.
We should be able to squeeze through here. I think.
Lead on, McDuff.
It's lay on McDuff. Can we hurry it along, please, mate?
All right back there?
Yeah, you know, just not keen on the old tight spaces, that's all.
All right, just keep moving.
Oh, thank God for that.
Who the hell is McDuff?
Is there no bottom to your ignorance?
I like that.
What's that?
They're here.
Yeah, nice one, mate.
Thanks.
Oh, more people. Isn't there something over here? Yes. Nice, bro. Ooh. I looked at that the wrong way around, seeing the backside as the top. So then when it rotated, I'm like, whoa, that's like inverted, man.
Okay. Tunnel's right below us. At least we're still on the right path.
See, that's cool. It's not... I can't think of many interesting camera angles they took in the other games. I mean, because this is a cinematic camera, isn't it? This is a, you know... It's only useful for sort of scene setting and the rest, so... Yeah, water looks hideous.
Whoa. That is a long way down.
I thought... Yeah, there's something there. Whew. Up to the left, wasn't it? I guess. Well, look, this definitely looks like a dingy pipe in Britain. Oof. He was quite confident at letting go of that, wasn't he? Oh, and there's another one
Careful,
here.
it's slippery.
Get down. Till they're close enough.
Kind of surprised how that. Yeah, I know. Kind of surprised that headshot didn't. Oh, and I'm pretty sure one of those was a headshot.
There's a passage.
The second one on that guy. There is a passage up here. See, now this is an interesting room, design-wise.
Look out, here it comes.
Well done, mate.
Looks like there's some sort of gate up there.
Isn't there a... Ah, there's one.
How about you, Cutter? A little help here?
Sure, I got you.
Probably too early, because he's not...
Ready? Pull.
Got it.
Okay, Charlie, come on.
Again, another cinematic camera. And now we have a nice light map.
We'll break our damn necks.
Or shadow map, sorry. That's cool. I mean, you would have thought our legs would possibly be in it, but I couldn't see them there.
Down here.
Do we want to go down there?
Headed now.
I guess we do, because there's nothing here to do. I
Charlie,
don't
who the hell are we dealing with
think
here?
I remember anything else down here.
They are seriously weird.
I mean, it's kind of weird that we're now coming through all this nonsense to get to here.
Look at the ironwork.
Oh, it's got to be Victorian, maybe older.
Stuff was rusted for a century.
Yeah, looks pretty shitty. Those are some really big scissors. Right, so I have to go climb that thing to the left.
Oh, no way we're moving that.
I think we'll finish this chapter and then call that part 1.
Wait. There's a counterweight up there. Looks like it's stuck. Like one of us should climb up there and see if they can dislodge it.
Good idea. Guess who?
Crap.
Adjust my headset, there we go.
I'm almost there.
like that. The lift's got a mosaic floor in it. You would have thought it'd be better maintained if it's directly connected to this room that we're going into, which is obviously what looks like their underground headquarters.
I'll meet you on the other side.
I was wondering why they didn't move when they let go of it, because obviously they lifted it, which meant that we could get on there. But I guess the excuse is it was finally balanced to that plus our weight. Also, I've got a hair in my eye, so I'm trying to blink to get it out at the moment. Well, that's not solved it, but ooh.
What the hell is this place?
Itchy, gosh. Oof.
Oh shit, get down.
You'd hope maybe while he's trying to be quiet he wouldn't be shouting his head off.
Good eye.
There's Marlo's car.
Back. All right. From here on.
Now I remember thinking how awesome these light fixtures looked. I mean, they definitely look sort of steampunky, even though obviously they're massive incandescent bulbs, apparently.
Hands up.
Oh, we must have taken a wrong turn somewhere.
Yeah, is this King's Cross?
Don't move.
Thank you for dying quietly.
Oh boy. The hell kind of place is this?
I've never seen anything like it.
Some sort of train
So how did
station.
she exactly drive in here?
It's got to be almost 200 years old.
Because that end
You think things
was
can't
where the
get
lift
any
was.
weirder.
I have no idea how she got in here. And even more weird is that
Get back. Take them out quietly.
this hole in the wall is obviously something they've put in.
Nicely done,
So
boys.
whatever this is probably predated whatever the hell is this way.
They must have gone through here.
And they obviously can't see, because this is a completely different period.
Looks like Tudor. 16th century.
But why would they have all this down here? And this sort of stone, which I assume is a sandstone or a limestone, does not age well, especially in really moist conditions. So if this is underground, all these stones should have like salts leaching out of them and the rest, because it definitely doesn't look marble. I forget. Can we climb?
This place is really starting to give me the creeps.
No, we can't climb that. That is a lovely door. Look at that.
Up this way.
Quietly, mate.
Okay, so that's just where we were. So that's a big tunnel they've made there.
Hey, over here.
Cutscene now.
No, seriously. Who are these people?
I'm not interested in your excuses. He was a loose cannon, and you should have known.
Yes, it is regrettable, but
Not regrettable, sloppy. Your poor judgment could have cost us everything. 400 years of searching. Finally, Drake's secret will be revealed.
It's kind of weird that the museum had those two items next to each other.
What is this?
I don't understand.
It's a forgery.
What? That's not possible. I verified it myself. This isn't the ring.
Really?
I held it in my hands. I saw him put it around his neck. This doesn't make sense.
We've been duped.
Cutter.
Uh-huh. You men stand guard and stay alert. We may have been followed. You, come with us. Find them and bring me that ring. I don't care how you get it.
Stupidly, we brought it right to them. Because we're idiot heads. Video game and film acting of you go that way. You go that way. Two people that way. I watched Mr. and Mrs. Smith recently. And it has the same sort of stuff. It's kind of cringeworthy. I think now we have the opportunity to go explore. Now where? We're obviously looking for... We want to go up to that thing, right?
This is quite the
Seem to
operation. I got
recall
going.
an alcove with... Isn't that it? There you go. Isn't there? Yeah.
Look at all this stuff.
That thing in the jar is interesting. Ugh. Those
Hey,
spiders.
focus. We haven't got much time here.
Yeah.
Well, take those two things. Syria, Lebanon, Palestine.
My God, do you know what this is?
It's a book, mate. There's a lot of them in here. It's a library.
It's not just any book, wise ass. Belonged to T.E. Lawrence. You know, Lawrence of Arabia.
Yes, I know who he is.
This was mailed from Dorset on the day of his motorcycle accident. May 13th, 1935. They must have killed him once they got their hands on it.
They?
Yeah, they, them, whoever these people are.
Oh, what a lot of rubbish. It was an accident.
Witnesses saw a black car run him off the road.
Guys,
Oh, so it was like a big cover-up.
Maybe?
Nate,
What?
that thing that you have been waiting 20 years for?
Right.
It's odd, if Sully knew Catherine, then you would have thought Drake wouldn't have been able to keep the ring from earlier, and I guess that's the reason why Sully's not seen her in a bit,
Here we go.
because of that.
L O H D N. Huh.
What is it?
It's long hidden.
What? Shh. No Shit, long hidden. Are you kidding me?
No offense, mate, but your ancestor was a right arsehole.
Just shut up. It's an anagram. Golden Hind. The Golden Hind.
Drake's ship.
Yes. It's a clue. It's gotta be something hidden in this room. All right, spread out.
What?
See what you can find.
Why has it got to be something hidden in the room? It's like, what? Why?
What are we looking for?
What? Why assume that it's an object that?
Maybe a painting.
Can I go upstairs now?
It's gotta be here.
No, we can't go upstairs yet. Okay.
We know.
I think we go up here, don't we?
It's a place you've never been there. Move on.
Yeah.
Well, there's a chair there made from the wood of his ship.
Nah, it's not a chair. It's the Golden Hind. This thing. There we go.
Shit! It's a trap. They're here. Take cover.
Hey, we could use a little help here.
Come on, Nate, let's go.
What the hell are you doing?
Grab the journal and the cipher disc.
Got it. Go.
I forget. How do we get?
We're running out of ammo. Grab their weapons.
Oh, well, I guess we're done with the silenced pistol. Oh, I forgot this staircase was here. No, there was a thing up here. Where was it? Is it here? No, not here. Ah, there. Nice. So we barely even touched the stuff up here. To just explore and interact with it. But of course they've flashed mostly everything out. Attention to detail. It's lovely. Now can I get down here without dying? Yes. Which way? This way. Kind of surprised that deer would have been on his boat for how long, and then you know we just break it in a minute or two. Also, how did I get headshot expert? I've only killed like 3 or 4 people.
You got it.
We're gonna get out of here, Nate.
Just keep moving forward. We'll find a way out.
Killed 28 people already. Uncharted is incorrigible. Okay, he's dead. I thought there was someone else ahead of us.
They're everywhere.
Watch
Just makes it easier to go for headshots. I know I'm taking a bit longer for aiming, but... Wow, the red glowing eyes is very Killzone. Now that we're under no pressure, wasn't there a... Oh. We can't climb to that, I don't think. Okay, we can shoot him. I'm trying to think if there are any more items we can pick up. There's no one under a train. No, that's later, isn't it? Yeah. That's up ahead. I would love to know how two of those weren't headshots, considering the reticle was around his head. Some of the time I actually want the cursor to be outside of where I'm aiming so I can actually see what the hell is happening. There goes Dave. Sawn off. There's nothing else in here, no. Shouldn't be too long before on to the next chapter, I don't think. There's lots of people coming up here to murder. Actually, no, we can keep it 33. There's nothing there. I think it's
Where the hell are we? It's the North Atwood Station. Come on.
Behind the train up here, but okay, let's murder that guy.
You're dead.
Wait, how do you? Why would he stand still like that? It's weird now. Now it's basically hold and release of one thing, but it's the shoulder rather than the triggers that used to be. That worked out.
Up here, hurry!
Goddamn rats!
Back up! Back up! Come on!
Because I'm the only person that can shoot a padlock.
Come on!
And there we go.
So then the guy says, well, you better tickle mine too, because now I gotta catch the goddamn thing.
Cheers.
Do a job, well done.
Yeah.
Are you going to join us, darling?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the map proves it. Drake didn't screw around in the East Indies for 6 months. He sailed straight through and headed to Arabia.
Right?
Here's where it gets interesting. See this mark? This is John Dee's signature.
Who the hell's John D?
John Dee, one of Queen Elizabeth's closest advisors. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, he was a great mathematician and navigator. Way ahead of his time. He's probably
Everybody
the one who
knows
invented
that.
Seriously into the occult. I mean, like a really creepy dark
Yeah, see,
way.
he signed all his letters to the Queen with this symbol, meaning he was her eyes.
The original 007, you see, look. 007.
Not really that relevant.
So it was John Dee who sent Drake to Arabia.
Yeah, it looks that way. Dee and Elizabeth.
And Walsingham.
Great, but what for?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And this is where T.E. Lawrence comes in. See, before Lawrence became Lawrence of Arabia,
Great film.
he was an archaeologist. And even when he was just a kid, he was obsessed with history, everything to do with knights and crusades. And he traveled all over, documenting every crusader site he could find. It's all in here.
All right, you lost me completely, kid. What the hell has this got to do with Drake?
I'm getting to that. See, after the war, Lawrence said that if he were ever to go back to Arabia, it would be to search for this place he called the Atlantis of the Sands. Now, the legend crops up over and over again under different names. Ubar, Aram of the Pillars, the City of Brass. But the story is always the same.
Oh, city of immeasurable wealth. Destroyed by God for its arrogance. Swallowed forever in the sands of the Rubel Khali Desert.
Right here.
Well, I like the immeasurable wealth part anyway.
And you think this is what Elizabeth and Dee sent Drake after?
Oh, yeah. And more importantly, it's what Marlowe is after.
So, wait, if Drake was on a mission from the Queen to find this place, why all the secrecy? I mean, it looks like he went to a lot of trouble to hide whatever he found, even from Her Majesty.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm sorry, what was that?
No, hang on a second. Because if you recall, the last time we went halfway around the world searching for a lost city, things got more than a little dicey.
Yeah, but this time we have the upper hand. I mean, look, Drake only had half the clues. Lawrence only had half. We have both. And Marlowe has nothing.
Small problem. The Rubel Khali Desert, 600 miles across. The Bedouin go around the damn thing.
And even if we knew where it was, which we don't, we would die trying to find
Just
it.
hold on. You see these symbols here?
Yeah? Looks like Sabaean script.
Right. Look, the Crusaders were searching for the same lost city 1,000 years ago. But out of all the sites Lawrence documented, only 2 are marked with these symbols. One in Syria, the other in France. No, you 2 are going to Syria. We're heading to France. Look, we track down these clues. We find Lawrence's lost city. I'm sure of it.
Well, and then what? How are we going to get across 600 miles of impassable wasteland?
It's in the middle of the desert. So technically, it'd be about 300 miles. Look, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We burn that bridge when we get to it, eh?
Exactly. What do you say?
What the hell?
Let's do it.
End of the line, I guess. Don't. Looks like we're going the rest of the way on foot. What?
Leave it to you to find a friggin' jungle in the middle of France.
Well, we're definitely headed in the right direction. Chateau should be this way. Not too far. Come on.
Yeah.
Not too far? With you, I never know if that means a quarter mile or 20. Like that time you got us lost in Peru?
Oh, you really want to bring up Peru?
You are not still holding that over me.
I was 15, Sully. Should have known when I met you that I'd be in prison within a year.
You were headed that way all on your own, if you recall. Besides, I got you out, didn't I? Always get you out.
Right, so that's going to end part one. I'm just waiting for those two to stop talking so that I could make a nice quiet point to end it. I noticed the shadows look far more sparkly. And it might be because it's now 60 FPS. It might just be animating a bit quicker than they originally intended. It's definitely wobbling more. Anyhow, that is part one of Uncharted 3. I hope you'll join me tomorrow to watch the next one.